John here, Autograph Fishman, and this is the first episode of Remember That Show. This is when I go back into our childhood memories and pull out one TV show that we used to watch as kids and give you guys a little bit of a bio on it. This week I am doing the Raccoons. The Raccoons aired in Canada on CBC November 11th, 1985 to March 19th, 1991, and in the US on the Disney Channel July 4th, 1985 to August 28th, 1992. It was created by Kevin Gillis and the Canadian Broadcast Corporation. The show's three main characters is Bert and a married couple Ralph and Melissa Raccoon. Most of the concept is a trio's effort against the greedy oligarch millionaire Snare, who often tries to destroy the forest for personal wealth. Helped by an old English sheepdog, Shafir, Cyrus' college grad son, Cedric's girlfriend, Sophia Tuda. Later, Cyril became more sympathetic character, eventually becoming an anti-hero, becoming more responsible with his priorities and business practices. The original story was a small human family with a forest ranger and his children residing unaware of the struggles taking place out of sight. The second series had the human characters removed as a premise and shifted to a fantasy world of complicated humanoid animal versions of Canadian animals with complex transportation, broadcast media, and heavy industrial, and much, much more. In addition, Wells' relatives became regular characters, especially his young nephew and niece, Bentley, the insecure child who was really good at technology, and Lisa, the athletic teenager who later becomes a love interest for Bert. Unlike many other cartoons of its time, it handled action, humor, and romance in a very sophisticated manner while remaining uncomplicated for younger viewers. Lessons featured in the series mainly focus on the environment. It also covered other topics including friendship and teamwork. The Raccoons franchise was originally conceived by Kevin Gillis in the 70s while appearing in shows like Celebrity Cooks and Yes You Can. The initial idea for the show was created by Gillis and columnist Gary Dunford. They drew their inspiration for Ralph Raccoon from a dilemma that happened at a cottage in Ottawa. Dunford backed out, but Gillis took his idea to Ottawa's lawyer Sheldon S. Wiseman, who saw potential in Gillis's idea and put a large group of animators, musicians, and writers to create the first special to star the characters known as Christmas Raccoons. Production on the special began in 1979 and was completed in 1980, and the special was shown on the December of that year on CBC television. It was shown in countries all over the world, including US and United Kingdom. The special was a huge hit, and the results were two sequels, The Raccoons on Ice and The Raccoons, The Lost Star. There was also a direct-to-video special called The Raccoons Let's Dance. In 1981, U.S. television networks CBC, NBC, and ABC approached Sheldon Wiseman about producing 13 episodes Raccoon television series. In 1984, Canadian Broadcast Corporation and the Disney Channel began funding on the television series, which cost about $4.5 million to make. In the US, the show was ran on the Disney Channel from July 4th, 1985 until August 28th, 1992, and in Canada it was shown on CBC on Monday evenings for the first season and was shown in a block including The Wonderful World of Disney and Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock on Sundays for the next two seasons before moving to Wednesday in its fourth, sharing an hour block with the Beachcombers, and finally Tuesdays in its fifth and final season. The series had a new wave soundtrack including theme song Run With Us by cast member Lisa Lougheed. Season 1 ended with a different version of the song, not sang by Lougheed. Run With Us was performed by Stefan Luntz in the first season. Canada's singer Luba performed several songs, several of which were later re-recorded by Lougheed for use in other seasons. There were also several other songs performed by other artists such as Rick College and Rupert Holmes, who performed songs for the first special, Leo Slayer and Coolidge again for the second, and John Snyder and Dottie Vest for the final TV special. Due to contract reasons, Snyder's voice on the three songs were replaced with Frank Floyd and Hank Martin when they were released on the soundtrack album. Soundtrack album for the fourth special, Roy Dodd, the Dyer Brothers, and many other musicians also had songs performed, although somewhat rarely compared to the people mentioned before. According to John Stroll, Frank Floyd, the frontman of the 70s R&B funk group. The writers was originally selected to be the main singer for the season, but backed out at the last minute. Needing a replacement, they brought in Curtis King Jr. at the suggestion of backup singer Valerie Wilson. The instrumental music was composed by Kevin Gillis and John Stroll and performed largely by the National Arts Centre Orchestra from Ottawa, Canada. But due to contract reasons, they were credited as the National Raccoon Orchestra and later the Royal Raccoon Orchestra on accompanying soundtrack albums. From 1979 to 1985, Canada animation studio Oxen Film Arts provided the animation for the first specials in the first season of the series. In 1986, after producing the first 11 episodes, Hinton Animation Studios took over to animate the remaining seasons of the show. Ambassador Home Entertainment released the specials in Season 1 on home video from 1982 to 1987. Ambassador also released the specials on Laserdisc, CED, and Betamax formats. Other distributors, such as Catalyst and Good Times Home Entertainment, released some specials and episodes on VHS. A 2-disc regional 2-pack DVD release of the complete Series 1 was released September 17, 2007 through Fabulous Films Limited. The bonus features on set 1 were mainly the Create a Scene, a Raccoon Aroma DVD-ROM content. They later released a DVD entitled 3 Adventures with the Raccoons on April 7, 2008. This DVD contained the first 3 episodes of Series 1 with no extras. Series 2 was released on April 20th, 2009 by Fabulous Films Limited in another 2-disc set. DVD extras on the set included character model sheets and a documentary. In September 2009, More Entertainment released an 8-disc DVD set in Germany containing all 60 episodes and no extras. The language track is in German only. Later, in November 2013, More released a DVD featuring all 4 Raccoon specials. As with previous complete series set, the only language track was in German. In December 2009, the first season of The Raccoons was released on iTunes in Canada, and in the US it was April 2010. The first 2 seasons were released on DVD to Netflix in the US early 2010 and in Canada August 2011. As of June 2020, the full episode series is available on YouTube. Since March 27, 2023, the series in 4K remastered form currently airs on Boomerang Canada. The show was nominated for many awards, including Gemini Award for Best Sound and Best Writing. Also won the Gemini for Best Animated Series. In 1990, Bert and Lisa were named the mascots of the Canadian Olympic team. Its theme song, One With Us, also featured in the 2011 film Hobo with a Shotgun. In January 2022, the show featured in the premiere episode, Son of a Cringe. Well, thank you very much for watching the whole thing. I do really appreciate it. This is the first episode, like I said. This will be a weekly thing at the same time every week. So, I do have ideas, but if you have any suggestions, I'm very much open toward any suggestions of TV shows you might want to be featured in a future episode. So, I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on collecting. Bye.